Hello, hello, hello. Welcome now, Stock Trades. Yes, it is. This is a live. We are live streaming right now. How's everyone doing, Mr. Psycho Player? Hey, hey, hey. How's everybody doing? All right. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about something that we have been talking about. It's just great to see it in fruition. Medicare Advantage linked to fattest gross margins, gross profits. Same, around the same thing, right? Can't speak in health insurance. In health insurance. Yeah, the title is a little bit weird, right? But yeah, you get the point, right? We got some fat patties here, okay? Now, before we start, I just wanted to kind of drop the song. There's a couple songs I want to drop on you guys. One good song that I like is J. Cole, Love Yours. Now, some of you guys may not like to listen to rap. So I pulled up the lyrics here, and I really like it. He says this like a bunch of times. So I'm going to just kind of read you the ones that stuck out to me, and then we'll get to the analysis. So he says, no such thing as a life that's better than yours, right? So there's no such thing, as a life that's better than yours, right? No such thing, no such thing. What else? He talks about how there's beauty in the struggle, right? And then he goes in, he says, there's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less, but compared to some people down the block, man, we were blessed, right? It almost reminds me of that comment. I once complained that I had no shoes until I met a man that had no feet, right? So, and that's a lot in my, kind of like, there was a time in my life where I didn't have good shoes, right? But I met people that had no feet. So, and they didn't even have legs. In life, can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. But there's a lot of people out here trying, they're trying. I like this one. The good news is you came a long way. The bad news is you went the wrong way. Sometimes you get success, you get success, but you go down the bad path. You know what I mean? And then J. Cole says, I think being broke was better, right? J. Cole's successful. I think he still flies commercial, right? Not, like just normal flights, not like private. So, he says, I think being broke was better. He goes in and says, my apologies. I don't mean to be disrespectful. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, he says it here. I think being broke was better. Now, I don't mean that phrase with no disrespect. There's a lot of my people living in debt. They're cashing minimal checks, turning on the TV, and they see some guy's Rolex, and they fantasize a life with no stress. And he says, I mean this sincerely, as someone who was once in your shoes, living with nothing to lose. I hope one day you hear me. There's always going to be a bigger house somewhere. But I want you to feel me. Long as those people in there love you dearly, there's, people are going to have a better whip, which is a car, right? People are always going to have a better car than you. Some people are going to rock better clothes than you, right? And there's people that are going to be better at you on the tours, right? When, but, you ain't never, going to be happy until you love yours, right? He says, for what's money without happiness or hard times without the people you love, right? The biggest one is, it doesn't matter how big the house is, just as long as the people in there love you dearly. Yeah. So anyway, good song. I'll show you some other songs that I like, but just stuff that I listen to. Yeah. All right. So so now we got that out of the way. Let's go ahead and get on to that Medicare Advantage. All right. So enjoyed yesterday's live. Great content, even when it's not all about stocks. Yeah. Sometimes it's good to kind of give you the heuristic of things because, it's good to, just to kind of give you guys a little bit about me, right? I'm not just a machine, I have feelings, I'm a human, right? Because sometimes I get old numbers and I'm not emotional and stuff like that. But I do my thing, right? Today I had a great day at work. I did go to work today. It was an early day. Like it was like I was let out early. My favorite part about today was that the patient was I mean, that wasn't my favorite part. Like it was sad. The patient couldn't feed himself. Um it was having some struggles. The patient had, was just had like a tremor, right? So what I did is, I cut up the patient's food and I fed the patient. It's not the first time I do this. I do this all the time, especially when I was in my rotations. Um, they say warm and sympathy outweigh the surgeon knife and or the chemist's drug. It's a Hippocratic oath. So anyway, it was a good day at work today. So now let's go ahead and let's talk about this. And this is, again, talking about healthcare and money is kind of tough for me because, this is not like, this is, if I was to look at myself 10 to 15 years ago, I would have looked at my young self would slap me right now because, this is kind of bad, but because it's hard to, talk about money when, talking about health insurance here. For all the doctors in the chat, you guys understand. But whether be that as it may, our thesis is coming true. We can go ahead and let's kind of read this here, okay? All right. So the Medicare Advantage market recorded the strongest gross margins in the health insurance industry last year, according to an independent healthcare policy organization, KFF, which we've cited before in our videos and as well as our research analysis in our stock terminal. I remember Belize and all. You remember how I give you guys those pictures and graphs and kind of what's going on? Like when I told you the PPO market's going to be very favorable and very popular in the future. Yeah, well, I get it from them. So following an analysis of the sector's financial performance, the nonprofit said this week that private payers serving the federally funded program generated a gross margins of $1,982 per member in 2023. In contrast, Medicaid programs jointly funded by the states and the federal government recorded the lowest gross margins of $753 per enrollee, while individual and employer markets were, posted per member gross margins of around $1,000, right? So the point here for folks that don't understand, Clover Health is in the Medicare market. This is Medicaid. Medicaid is for people that are, essentially poor, that are young, that are under the age of 65, their retirement age, while Medicare is more for the elderly, right? But you can see, people are like, well, we want Clover in the Medicaid market. Maybe in the future, but you can see the money is actually in the Medicare market, in the elderly population. More specifically, in the Medicare Advantage market, as you can see, the profits are crazy. Now, I'm sure the government's going to see this, and the government's going to say, hey, why is this up? So they're going to try to decrease it, which is what the Biden administration has been doing, which, causes a lot of issues, especially, with all this been going on. But you can see the Medicare Advantage market is where it's at. So why, Andrew Toy talking about, we're where, remember he said this, we are where we need to be. Well, it's very true. They are where they need to be. Okay. Interestingly, they talk about United Healthcare, Humana, and CVS, and then here we are, 11 Healthcare, and look at us here. There's Clover Health. Do you see Bright Health in here? Do you see Bright Care or Bright Health or whatever the crap? They don't even have Oscar in here. Ladies and gentlemen, connections with people is priceless. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and all these connections here are priceless too. Uh-oh. Clover Health was starting to look like a company, right? What is this meme thing? You know what I mean? I'll bring on the meme fun stuff later. Once we start making the money, right? But overall, it's looking pretty good here. Okay. So Medicare Advantage here, we're looking at 87%, right? If you don't recall, guys, this is the individual market loss ratio. For people that don't remember, this is the MCR, medical care rate. Again, it's all calculated approximately the same. Remember, guys, it's 87%. Clover is 80%. So we're beating it by 7%, right? 700 basis points. Okay. All right. Yeah. So according to federal data, we finally actually bridged this most recently. Private Medicare Advantage plans serve more than half of the eligible Medicare beneficiaries. Well, yeah, we're not going to talk about Medicaid. We already know because Medicaid's, I already talked about that, right? So why give you more why give you more words than needed? So obviously gross margins are better for us, right? Aha, let's talk about Humana here. In January, Humana shares sold off after the company cut its outlook twice early this year, citing higher than anticipated medical costs in Medicare Advantage businesses. But hold on for a sec. We're doing a lot better. So you can start to see the competitive advantage of moat that we're starting to create, right? And the word's getting out. And if we have the software to solve these people's issue to make more money, then Clover might just be the software provider. I don't know. Maybe. And if that's the case, buckle up, Buttercup. Buckle up, guys. Buckle up. Because the next destination, we don't have to wait for Elon. Elon can come to us because we're about to go to the moon. We're about to show him, we're about to be the first people that landed on the moon in history. Right? Then you guys are gonna be like, wait a minute. I thought people already landed, right? But they only took 5 pictures. I'm just kidding. For all my conspiracy theorists out there. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's see here. So the report also shed light on key industry performance metrics called the medical loss ratio, MCR, guys, right, for us, right, which measures the share of premium health insurance pay for members' medical costs. So, the lowest one was 84% in 2023. My friend. No, we are lower. While Medicare Advantage and Medicaid, yada, yada, yada. Okay, got it. However, medical loss ratios continued a recent trend of stability, remaining probably similar across the segments following the spike in 2020 due to COVID. Remember, guys, our medical loss was pretty high, during COVID, and, COVID's done. So, okay, now let's look at the comment sections. Let's see what people are talking about. Any Clove here? Any Clove? Nobody's talking about Clover in the comment sections. No one's talking. So let's see what the comments are saying. I'm not going to read them. I'm just going to kind of do the speed reader here. Let's see. USA takes illegals. Any illegals who come to the USA to retire on Social Security and Medicare. Our leaders explain as USA needs labor. Many nations have been bringing workers to help workers who return home and work and they have employment. Okay, this has no value. Okay, hold on. I trust KFF, and our report shows insurers are incented to report higher medical loss ratios. And United Health in particular owns providers that are billers, not just payers, usually out in one number telling how companies doing. And I got this gross margin number the same way. Medicare Advantage insurers are required to report MLRs at contract level, which typically combines multiple plans, and are required to issue rebates to the federal government for MLRs false. Okay, yeah, nothing really useful here. We're taking this report seriously. Research KFF, and you will see their biases. Yeah, people are maybe. Advantage programs or straight Medicare with supplements. Straight Medicare, you have to pay for gym membership, transportation, and other rides. Get to visit any physician you want and approval, and limit to the network pays for the rides. Yeah, you see, straight Medicare, you would have to pay for gym memberships. At least Medicare Advantage, you get all that for free. And dental, try it. It is crap. It takes 15 days to get approval, and by the time the 82 falls off, problems solve naturally at zero cost. LOL. Oh, I mean, this guy doesn't like it, obviously. You see, when it comes to healthcare, people have opinions, but you can have opinions all you want. You can't argue with the numbers. Unless my life is faulty, if individual insurance plans reported the lowest medical loss ratio of 84% in 2023, while Medicare Advantage, MA, and Medicaid managed care markets report 87%, the industry's highest. Then has a higher cost and less profitable, at least using gross profit. This makes sense since MA pays for the elderly, including me, and Medicaid for the poor generally have less preventive care. These groups are going to use more medical services than younger, healthier people. If the margins are so strong, be $1,982 per enrollee. Why would Hans say yes? And others be wrong for some markets claiming they can't make a profit. Well, yeah, that's the thing. It just paints a rosy picture, but we're not withdrawing, Mr. Brad B22. Clover Health is, and you didn't mention Hum and CVS, so you probably know about Clove. So Brad here is with us. Brad is with us. All right. And that middle is gonna come to Clover Health. Yeah, guys, I'm not really seeing anything useful here. Let's see. Fattest. Let's see what's going on here. That's a neutral term to use. I don't use the absolute dollar amount. And don't give you profit margin, which is less than 3%. I would challenge you to find a single article on in the last 20 years. Describes company more than 3%. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I get what the guy's saying here. Okay. Well, that's about it. Okay. About more this week. Let's effing go. LFG. All right. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to kind of share this article with you. I liked it. Thank you, whoever wrote it. I appreciate you, Mr. Doolin. Mr. Doolan. Luck to with Anna. How do you say that? Luck to with Anna. Let me see. Okay, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. All right. Well, anywho, guys, remember we have the SaaS sale, $1,000 off lifetime access, including our stock terminal for lifetime. Check it out. Link down below. It's literally SaaS, given that we're celebrating Clover's big fat SaaS, and it's a big fat SaaS announcement here. But yeah, on the markets right now, in terms of the betting markets, people are betting that potentially Biden may exit. which then Kamala could be the next president. But I don't know if I see that because, I'm looking at Joe Biden, and I think he wants to run again. So we'll see. I mean, November is going to be really interesting. I honestly don't know how this one's going to flip. Comment down below what you guys think, because the elections are coming up, and it'll just be interesting to see kind of what you guys think here. Personally for me, I don't think I'm going to vote because I'm too busy. I know that's a terrible excuse, but I'll be doing my interviews, so there's no time to vote. And also, I don't. The All In podcast talked about how the Democrats should bring on Jamie Dimon. Holy crap, man! If Jamie Dimon, dude, does it, damn, dude, that'll be really cool if he does it. That guy is so smart. But yeah, I don't think they will. We may see Bill Ackman in the future. Bill Ackman, I don't know about him, man. I like him a lot, but man, he's you remember with Herbalife and everything, that guy's a straight player. That guy is the if Wall Street had a door to access, Bill Ackman is part of that group. If Bill Ackman gives you the nod, he likes you. And that's really cool. If you guys don't know, let me show you because this is really cool. So if you go to Al Stock Trades and you go here, I think it's under highlights or something like that. I don't know. Highlights. Yeah. So I don't know if yeah, we got like 9.1 million views here. And I'm trying to figure out. Here it is. Yeah, so Bill Ackman retweeted us, and we got like 33.9 million views on this tweet. And then if you look at my tweet, got like 9 freaking million views. So that's pretty cool, dude. So, thank you, Bill. But damn, dude, you are a shark when it comes to Wall Street. I'll tell you that much. All right, what's up, Chicken Daddy? What's up, Chicken Daddy? Chicken Daddy. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the article. I mean, it just shows you the pieces are connecting, right? I mean, everything's you guys see it, right? Everything's coming together. Now all you just got to do is sit back, relax, and watch the movie, pretty much, right? I mean, isn't that the whole point of owning shares? You own a piece of the business, so let the people work for you, right? So now Andrew Toy's working for us. Let him work and let him do his thing, because you just sit back down and, open up a beer, get some nice stout. If you like guys stout, nice chocolate or some creamy, milky beer, and just, enjoy the show, guys, because that's how it works, man. The fundamentals are finally playing out, and now big money is going to be coming. They'll be coming downtown right now with big money, and, yeah, and then Wall Street will be fighting tooth and neck, and just let them fight, and it'll be fun. And once we hit the intrinsic value, then I'm going to start selling cover calls, and I can make some fat premium. Imagine, I think the premium now is paying. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, the premium is paying around 3% now. So you take 3 times 12, that's like 36%. Just imagine, dude, if like the price doubles, I'm sure the premium will be at least 50 to 60%. If not, you take 36, double that, 70% premium, which is right around, I think, what SoFi is doing. So I think the premiums look pretty sexy, guys. And we're going to start seeing people in our stock terminal. We're going to start seeing people print some cash. I mean, you guys are going to have money printers at your home. You guys are going to be printing straight cold cash. And then your wives and husbands, we're all inclusive here, right? But your wives, are going to be like, oh my God, where are you getting this money from? Like, holy crap, that they're going to be like, oh my God, hubby. You know what I mean? You're like, don't worry about it, baby girl. Let's enjoy that nice dinner, right? All right, guys. Love you guys a lot. And I'll see you on the next one. Okie dokie. See ya.